Yeah. Okay, my dearest students, welcome again. Today is Tuesday, right? Tuesday 26th. So I'm so happy to having you again. In the previous morning, I was talking with Jackie because yesterday I had the opportunity to watch a video related with the education in India. And one of the things that I realize is it's not just to get a degree, it's just to continue. Because at the end, I said, okay, the world practices innovation. So it is necessary to continue improving. I always say to all my students, you have to continue improving, you have to continue studying, you have to continue learning. As an English teacher or as a teachers in general, we never stop learning. But maybe we are going to watch the video later because today I want to start with this one. Classrooms challenge. And I would like to start, let me see. Good morning, Anita. Could you please turn on your audio? By the way, good morning.
Good
How are you?
morning.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Have you got your breakfast or not?
No.
Okay. Yes, in my case, I'm having a cup of coffee with milk. Okay, so Anita, I would like to know about your experience in the course 01 and teaching practice. What was the most challenge or the biggest challenge for you?
According
And
to the teacher.
no, according to your experience teaching
Ah,
in the teaching practicing in course 01.
okay.
And then please
The
be
teach
ready, Jackie. Okay, yes, thank you.
the teacher I was with, uh, actually he doesn't like teach classes. Just do the guidelines from the
Mm-hmm.
ministerio, and that's all. And he didn't like. I don't know how to explain that, but he
But
just
according to
said
you,
said.
I'm talking about you, not your teacher that you were working on. I'm talking about you. What was the biggest challenge?
That the students want to actually learn the
Mm-hmm.
idiom because uh, they are not like usually familiar with that, and it was kind of difficult
Uh-huh.
to me to get the students like they want to learn or something like
Mm-hmm.
that because of the experience before. They one student told me that I was like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, kind of different from the teacher because I write in the whiteboard and I try to explain a little bit more
Uh-huh. And
than
perfect. I got a question. What was the technique that you use in the classroom to teach idioms for tercer ciclo? Because they are always learning the verb to be, the present continuous, memorizing verbs. Okay, but they don't like to move beyond. Okay, so according to you, yes, totally agree. The teachers in the public school know the teachers, right? Because there are many, many good teachers, but all the teachers in public schools, they don't care about it. So, what was the technique that you used in the classroom
uh,
or methodology? I
first.
don't know.
uh, I write the date and then I ask the students if they remember the topic. We will not if they remember the topic. They learn the week later, and then I say one students to pass in front and write some of the words or vocabulary they they remember, and if they remember the meaning of or
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Okay, thank you so much, Anita. Nice. So look at guys. Um, the biggest challenge is when you don't have any experience at teaching. This is the first big challenge that all teachers have to face it up. And not just to face it up, they have to achieve that kind of challenge. According to my experience, I remember so clear. Please, Jackie, be ready because you are the second one. I remember so clear when I was studying, when I was working for my first time as an English teacher. One of the biggest challenge for me was trying to do the lesson plans. My goodness, I made a mistake because the journey was so heavy for me. I didn't have any experience, so I get stressed. But now lesson plans, I don't know the easiest one, but well, for me, it's normal. But this is what my biggest challenge: how to create a lesson plan, how to apply it according to their levels. And we suppose, okay, this is the topics, but you don't know if the students are going to catch it up. Okay, so this is what my biggest challenge. But as a teachers, we have always to face many challenges. For example, to catch my students' attentions, balancing diverse learning needs, satisfying all of them, including parents, including students, get burned out easily, and redundant teaching techniques. The Gurukula system. I don't know if you got any idea what is Gurukula system. Any idea? Five, four, three, two. No worries because
Oh,
okay, because today you are going to learn what is the system about Gurukula or Gurukula system. But this is just an example. I'm not talking, okay, this is the perfect one. No way. I'm not talking the Gurukula is the perfect one. But in my case, um, I like that kind of system. This system comes from India. Many years ago, yes. But I was talking with Jackie in the previous morning, and I said, "My goodness, Jackie. Yesterday I was watching a video related with the education system in India. My goodness, y me pude dar cuenta, porque esos países sí salen." Because they continue learning, they never stop learning. Okay, so Jackie, I'm going to finish this part with you. Jackie, could you please tell us, do you remember or do you remember what was the biggest challenge in course 01 according to teaching practice?
Okay, in the classroom, I think, well, I consider my biggest challenge was to make students participate
Mhm.
because some of them were very shy. So if I say, okay, would you say this? No, teacher, no, miss, but I can say it, but just for you, not aloud. So that was, I consider one of my biggest.
Okay, this is just this is just one, guys. I'm so sorry, I got a sore throat. Okay, I got rhinitis. I always got rhinitis in the morning. So this is just one, guys. Teacher, to be a teacher is difficult now. So in your opinion, no, it's not difficult. The detail is when you have any experience, maybe you can feel like, oh my goodness, what am I doing here? But then you are going to enjoy it. The previous years is a kind of confused, it's a kind of stress because you don't have any experience about doing any kind of issues, but then you are going to feel comfortable more comfortable. And for example, 2 years ago, if you had the opportunity to teach in songs, this is just an example. Well, two years ago, you weren't as noticing up today, okay, because supposedly we are in a continuous improving. So the problem is when you stay in the comfort zone. But this is not happen in the private school because in the private, the principal doesn't accept when they teachers, when his or her teachers live in a comfort zone. Okay, the problem is in the public education system. So look at guys, we are going to watch a video related with the Gurukula system. and look at my screen. As you know, to catch my students' attention, we were discussing balancing diverse learning needs. Okay, we were discussing because remember, none of them learn at the same as the rest of the students. Okay, maybe you got 30 students, but 5 students learn in another way, and the 25 of the rest of the students learn in another way. Satisfying all of them, students and parents. Okay, I know you know what does it mean this one. Get burned out easily. Get burned out easily. It means like all teachers needs to learn how to control, not the classroom, how to control your feelings. Many times, I always repeat it to my students, it doesn't matter if you're sick, it doesn't matter if you got problems, it doesn't matter if you are passing not a good times, it doesn't matter. You have to teach. You have to continue. It doesn't matter if you're sick, my goodness. Teacher, I have a headache, so today I won't. Okay, pues me busco otro maestro. ¿Vea? Entonces, get burned out easily is when you have the capacity to control, number one, your emotions. Number one, your emotions. Remember, guys, I don't know if I was explaining to you, hoy me han dado casi todas las materias de la práctica de didáctica, casi todo lo que es didáctica me han dado ahora a mí, entonces de repente se me olvida quiénes son los que les explico las cosas, pero no sé si a ustedes les estaba diciendo yo ayer sobre lo que está poniendo ahora la Lepina, y cuando un alumno se porta muy mal, cuando un alumno se porta muy mal, usted ya no puede hacer eso de salite del salón, porque está la Lepina. Entonces la Lepina dice que todo niño tiene derecho a su estudio, todo niño tiene derecho a aprender y todo niño tiene derecho a estar en un salón de clase. Entonces a usted lo puede demandar un papá si usted viene y tenemos un alumno o una alumna que verdaderamente se porta muy mal, las attitudes, los behaviors, las expressions, entonces, pero usted no puede como venir, salite. ¿Se acuerdan que antes los maestros decían, ok, si no te gusta la clase o si no quieres estar aquí, está la puerta? Hoy ya no se puede hacer eso. Y ahí sí estoy yo de acuerdo. Ahí sí estoy yo de acuerdo. Hay cosas que el sistema no estoy de acuerdo, pero en esa parte sí, el respeto hacia el alumno all the time. Remember, guys, if you are demanding respect, you have to respect first because you are the adult, you are the professional. So according to the LPN, it is not allowed to take your students out. Okay, so if you don't like, if you are not enjoying my class, okay, go out. Look at the door. Look at the door. Okay, go out. No way. No way. Be careful with that, guys. Okay, so my dears. Okay. Now we are going to study. No, to study no. We are going to analyze the Gurukula system. Comes from India, and it caught my attention because, as I said before, the word for this video is innovation. Innovation. Maybe you are going to face it like a teacher, but this is an old video or this is an old system. Yes, it is. But what was one of the most effective systems in that time? So please, guys, pay attention. And then Alessandra, Ellie, and Mauricio, be ready because you are going to help me to analyze it. Thank you.
The Gurukul system of education was the primary education system in ancient India. In the Gurukul system of education, students went to the teacher's house and request them to teach. If Guru accepts the students as his Shishya, then the student stays at the Guru's place itself and Guru mentored them in all their activities. The advantage of this system was that it created a very good bond between the teacher and his students. Students also learned how to run a family and gained insights on how to deal with society. The current education system and the teachings they are provided today are very different from the ones in the ancient Gurukul system. The Gurukul system of education was widely followed in ancient India, and the country was not lesser than the other nations. In fact, India was the one which gave the world zero, and it was Indians who first quoted that Earth was round in shape. There was also a mention in ancient literature about the Viman, which we today know as the aircraft. In fact, the Indian system of medicines was also very highly developed, and they had known surgery techniques where they could do surgery. This was the system of education prevalent in India around 5000 BC, during the Vedic age, when values of living a cultured life and discipline were given higher priority. This system was widely practiced. The home of the guru or the teacher was referred to as the Gurukul, and the student resided there until they completed their education. Equality for all the students was a major priority for the Gurukul, and both the Shishyas and the Gurus resided at the same place, which created a stronger bonding. The relationship between the students and the teachers was really sacred, and no fees was even charged by the Gurus. Instead of fees, students paid their respect in the form of Guru Dakshina, as the remark for thankfulness to the teacher. The Gurukul system of education emphasized on the all-round development of the students. Unlike today, that was a sacred time when teachers were considered as next to God and were given immense respect. In order to keep the students closer to nature mostly, the classrooms were also located in the forest areas. Practical science was also given due importance. However, then it was not about securing good marks, but about learning the best. The concept of homework was also not present, and this helped the students in focusing more on their learning skills. Also, unlike the modern days, the craziness for ranks did not exist. The Gurukul system taught students about ethics and practical values. Practical teaching were given greater importance as compared to the theoretical concepts which dominate today. The aim was to inculcate, identify, and nurture individual skills and not a rat race towards good scores. The art of living was taught to the students, and in return for these great teachings, students paid their teachers the Guru Dakshina. This great system of education unfortunately vanished in India after 1835. This was replaced by the modern system of education by Lord Macaulay to make the education system more uniform. However, the modern education system is more of a rat race where the crucial teachings of personality, moral consciousness building, and ethical training are completely missing. Rather than holistic training that must be offered to the students, the institutional concept is majorly commercialized nowadays. Important skills, including physical training, are either missing or are given very less importance, which hampers the overall development of the students. Overall, the major ideology behind the ancient Gurukul system was to emphasize the importance of the overall development of the student that can help them in leading a balanced life. These important aspects of life must be taught to the students from a very young age itself. This would help them in making uniformed and better decisions on their lifestyle, work, routine, and overall matters in life. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. If you
Alright, before to listen your amazing opinions, there are some details that catch my attention about this video. Number one, yes, it's an ancient methodology. It is an ancient education system. But the second is they weren't not up to paying attention on just to learning mathematics, just to learn a new language, just to learn about history, just to learn how to write, how to listen, how to create speeches. So they were focused on skills. What kind of skills? Values, for example. What kind of skills? How to face the real world. In our system education, to learn mathematics is one of the most important. To learn a second language is one of the most important. To learn about our history, about our ancients is important. Or grammar is important. ortografía que le llaman en lenguaje, in our case is grammar. Okay, yes, it is important. Yes, of course it is important. But it's just a part of. It's just a part. But what about values? What about to respect others? What about to not? I'm not talking about to respect others in the way that you cannot are with someone. No, I'm talking about values when you respect opinions. Okay, when someone is giving an opinion and you respect, you say, okay, I agree, but my opinion is this one. So, how to respect your parents? Okay, they don't care about it. Okay, I'm a mathematics teacher and my business is just to teach mathematics. No way, your business is not just to teach because remember, you are a teacher. To be a teacher is not just to teach a topic, guys. Unlike this education system, but in the previous decades, students must go to teacher's house in order to receive skills, values, learning how to cook, learning how to work in the farm, okay, not just to teach a topic, okay, not just to teach a topic. If I ask you to you, or if you ask to your students, hey, who has the ability to sew? Okay, who has the ability to sew? Okay, no one, no one, guys. Because today one of the most important is just learning, but learning mathematics, learning language. Yes, it is important, but it's just a part of. It's just a part of. Obviously, today, nowadays, we cannot accept to take our students to our houses and teach in our houses. Okay, it's not a law because there is the Lepina law. But in this case, the details that catch my attention was this one. They were focused not just to teach a subject. They were focused on values. They were focused on values. And now they are trying to continue doing it. Not in the teachers' houses, but in the schools. They are trying to continue to teach housework. Housework. Nowadays, our teenagers don't like to do housework. They don't like. They don't care about it, okay? There is my mom. She's the person in charge. Not me. Not I'm playing video games. I'm chatting. I'm watching TikToks. It's not my business to do housework. That's why I call innovation. I like the old school. I love the old school education. I love the old school education, but this is just an opinion and this is my personal. Alessandra, the Gurukul system, what can be the advantage or disadvantage? Would you like to apply it or not? Yes, please. And then be ready, Eli Rivera.
Being honest, it was a little bit difficult to me to understand for the accent that the person had, but I caught some ideas about Gurukul system, and I like the discipline that they have because it's something integral. And another factor was
Mm-hmm.
I my God, I'm sorry, was how they are uh, focused on the students, and and as I said, how integral they have to be. And I like
Mm-hmm.
my God, the difference that they did between the modern system. And I've noticed that they care about the Gurukul system, care about everything. Because if you notice the classroom, they try to involve the world to the student, not just for the just mathematics or just science and etc. I mean, they try to involve the learning in the student, the world. And
I
that's
got
what
a,
I like.
I got a question. Y esa pregunta que les voy a hacer es pregunta de CAP, señores. Pongan atención porque recuérdense lo que les dije el primer día. Todos los temas que ustedes vean conmigo en este último ciclo, si es en inglés, voy a tratar la manera, bueno, con ustedes ya me acordé, con ustedes no llevo ninguna materia de TOEFL, pero en este caso todo lo que yo les estoy enseñando ahorita no es solo para que usted vea y analice, señores, todo esto viene en el examen ICAP. Así que ponga atención, por favor, ponga atención a lo que su compañera está diciendo, ponga atención a lo que sus compañeros van a decir, porque my objective obviously is to see to all of you passing the CAP, okay? But guys, please remember what I say in the first class. All the topics that I'm taking into account are topics related with the ACAP. So please, this is for you or this is for me? Obviously, this is for you, okay? So please try to follow. Try to follow us. Okay, thank you, Alessandra. At the end of the video, this is a question, guys. This is an important question. At the end of the video, the speaker said uniform system. Refers to uniform system education. What do you understand about uniform system education? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. What is uniform system education? Y les voy a dar un ejemplo. Señoritas, ustedes saben cómo cambiar, digo las señoritas, ustedes saben cómo cambiar la llanta de un carro. Activen sus micrófonos, hijas, que estoy hablando con ustedes, ¿sí o no?
No,
Ok,
No.
muy bien. Mauricio, tú como caballero, ¿sabes cambiar la llanta de un auto?
No, no tengo carro.
Ok, ahora bien, teacher, ¿por qué no menciona ese ejemplo? El Uniform System Education teach us it doesn't matter if you are a girl or if you are a boy. No, girls cannot do this one because you're girls. This is just for boys. Teacher, maybe Ellie said, teacher, I would like to study to be a mechanic. No, Ellie, mechanic is for boys. It's not for you. You're a girl. You have to study to be a teacher or to be a secretary or to be a blah. So that is the uniform education system. It doesn't matter nowadays. It doesn't matter if you are a girl, if you are a boy, or if you are a boy. Excuse me. So you can do whatever you want to do. You can study whatever you want to study. I'm a woman. I would like to study to be an architect, an engineer, a pilot. Okay, but in the previous decade, there were some details that people were practicing sexism. What is sexism? El machismo. Ahora ya no es permitido eso. Ahí mencionaba, nosotros tenemos un uniform. No lo dijo así, pero dijo, o sea, dando a entender, él decía al final de video, como dando a entender, we got a uniform system education. Ok. Antes, le estoy hablando hace qué, 40, 30 años, no sé, qué sé yo, 50 años, no le voy a mentir, no sabría específicamente. Pero antes se decía que solo los niños podían ir a estudiar y las niñas tenían que quedarse en casa haciendo trabajos de casa. Antes una mujer no podía decir voy a estudiar. Lo estoy diciendo hace un montón de años. Entonces, ahora, ese uniforme, ¿por qué se le llama uniforme? Porque es uno solo. ¿Por qué se le llama uniforme? Porque es uno solo. Porque el sistema de educación ahora es uno solo. Porque el niño tiene derecho a estudiar y la niña también tiene derecho a estudiar. Ellie, please, give us your comments and then be ready, Irene.
Okay, yes, it got my attention because I still remember that someone mentioned about that, but I'm not sure that guru means like a teacher. I'm not sure.
This is just a name. Yeah, this is just
Ah,
a system name. Yeah.
okay, but someone remember that told me that. But it got my attention because it's like the the children develop their skills. They are they are learning how to be independent, for example, and they practice values and I forgot discipline. How's the pronunciation?
Discipline.
Discipline. Thank you.
It's,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter if he or she is good at English, math, they are going to you're discovering if he or she is good in any subject, for example. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's really good because it's like you're going to learn how to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it caught my
How to
attention.
be, yes, A. You have to teach your students, A, listen to me. You have to teach your students how to be independent, guys. Please, do it. Y de verdad háganlo. Enseñen a sus alumnos a ser independientes, más que todo a las niñas. Ellas vienen de la casa y vienen con la idea de tener un esposo a la par para salir adelante. Señoritas, ustedes saben que eso es de antes, eso ya no es de ahora. Que la idea es que se tienen que casar y tener bebés. La idea ahora es que primero tienen que sacar una carrera, tener un buen trabajo y ya después si quieres pensar en casarte. Y eso aplica para los caballeros también. Pero antes era como la ilusión era casarse, tener hijos, quedarse en la casa lavando la ropa del marido y que el hombre fuera a trabajar y que me diera para la cora de las tortillas. Eso era antes, señoritas. La realidad ahora es otra. Ahora tanto el hombre se puede superar y estar trabajando, tanto la mujer se puede superar y estar trabajando también. Yes, please. Irene, thank you.
Okay, it was interesting for me because it mentioned about the Gurukul system, and it caught my attention because it said that a student went to teacher houses and request his or her teachers, and even it mentioned that they used to teach moral values, and I know that it is true because yesterday, I was talking with a friend who lived in India, and
Oh,
he
nice.
was telling me, yes, he was telling me about the different culture because he is 22 years, and he said that he is starting his second career, and
Wow.
I was surprised because here is totally different. And he was asking me if I got married, but I said that I'm not married yet.
But
And
I'm
he said
thinking.
that maybe, and
Okay.
he said that before to get married, they study a lot, and he said that the culture is very different than here, and I
Mhm.
think that it continue as the video said
Excuse me,
that
Rene. Excuse me, Rene. Is he from El Salvador or he born in India?
he born in India.
Ah, okay.
In
Okay.
in the
I
video,
would like
in
to,
the video,
I don't know if there is a possibility to invite him to our class and just give us his experience and
yes,
and talk about it. Would you like to ask to him, please? If in the
yes, I will do
future,
it.
okay, nice. I would like to listen his opinion, his experience. I would like to share with him and talking about India education system. Would be nice.
Okay,
Yes,
I
okay,
will
nice.
do it.
Thank you.
Okay, and this is all, teacher.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Canales. Okay, Mauricio, I'm going to conclude this section with you, please. Oh, you don't have microphone, Mauri. Okay, yeah, go out and join again, okay, please? If you want, you can leave the class and join again. Okay, guys, okay, my ladies and my boy. So look at this is unit number 1. I will give you I will give you 20 seconds, please, guys. Don't take a picture, guys. Please don't take a screenshot. For unit number 1, we are going to try to complete this kind of topics. We got 8 topics, but if I cannot do it in the unit number 1, we are going to do it in unit number 2. But in this case, one of my propose is to continue teaching to all of you, for example, about types of approach. What is a type of approach? There are 3 kinds of approaches: educative, curriculum, and didactic. In the case of three of them, I know I'm very sure you handle it, but I would like to have a review again. So objectives to formulate an importance, and this week we are going to do this one: how to create, how to write it down, how to think about objectives in order to achieve our goals, to formulate an importance. And for today, we are going to learn about the taxonomy, the Bloom's taxonomy. So I like taxonomy Bloom's. There is only one bird that I don't like it, but the rest of them are really nice to apply it. Teaching competence. What is teaching competence? Remember, guys, you are studying, to be a professor. But please, the competence in the real life are harder and harder. So guys, please, you have to continue. Curricular contents, I know you handle up. The evaluation and tools, I know you handle out. Achievement indicators, okay, indicators of achievement indicators for us as an English teacher is a kind of easy because we always take from the Ministerio de Educación system. So teaching program, okay, in the case of the teaching program, guys, remember, this is my structure, this is Universidad's structure, this is the university's structure, but please, guys, remember, every single institution got different kind of teaching program. It's not the same. It's not always the same. And the last one, teaching unit planning. Okay, this is just a review. The curriculum development. Look, learning outcomes objectives. I don't know, Mauricio, now you got microphone. Would you like to help me to read,
Yes,
please?
yes,
Thank you.
I
Just
can.
to read. Thank you.
Okay, learning outcomes objectives. By the end of the session, you will be able to describe appropriate teaching and learning methods, describe appropriate assessment strategies, describe strategies for evaluating curriculum.
Thank you so much. I would like to see although you doing your practicing or your teaching practices at the end of the course, because to push to you into the real life, I would like to have the opportunity to teach first, according to my experience. But well, the system said you are going to do it um, after vacation. But in this case, appropriate teaching, learning, appropriate assessment strategies, and describe strategies for evaluating curricula. But guys, I can pass all my life teaching this topic. I can pass all the course 02 teaching this kind of topic. But guys, remember, it's just about experience. It's just about experience. Lo que en este caso mi persona le enseña, etcétera, es solamente una base nada más. Es solamente una base. Ustedes que tuvieron la oportunidad de ir presencial se van a dar cuenta que es una base nada más en la que se les da a ustedes porque todo es de acuerdo a la experiencia. Y quiero que observe algo. Bloom's taxonomy is a classification system used to define different levels of human cognition. What is human cognition? Learning process. That is cognition, learning process. Señores, la taxonomía de Bloom también viene en el ECAP, así que please follow me. Classification system used to different levels. In the Bloom's taxonomy or in the taxonomy of Bloom's, I like it because you can apply it for kids, teenagers, young adults, and adults. Okay, Bloom's taxonomy, we can use it for different levels. Human cognition, it means humans learning procedures. Examples: thinking, learning, understanding. Examples of Bloom's taxonomy power verbs. Anita, would you like to help me to read, please? Thank you. Knowledge, go ahead.
Knowledge. Define, identify, describe, recognize, understand, summarize, interpret, classify. apply, solve, change, relate, and complete. Analyze, contrast, connect, relate, devise. Evaluate, criticize, reframe, judge. Create, design, modify, role-play, develop.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, look at. It is a shame because according to my schedule, my goodness, guys. Señores, quiero ver. Señores, esta es la última vez que nos vemos. Estoy revisando el cuadro y esa es la última vez que tenemos práctica docente. De ahí nos vemos hasta que ustedes regresen de sus prácticas. Estamos hablando ya por septiembre. De todas maneras, aunque sea...
El viernes.
Tenemos práctica el viernes. Ay, sí, es cierto. Tenemos una... Ah, perfecto. Gracias. Perfecto. Sí, lo tenemos a la
Ya
tercera.
no
Muy
quiere
bien.
ver el viernes.
No, mi amor, lo que pasa es que no me había fijado. Es que mira, hija, me han dado aquí el horario como que es letra de hormiga, de guarde. Entonces, el día viernes vamos a hacer eso. Quiero que observe acá. Aquí sí, tómele foto, tómele captura, como usted quiera, etcétera. Les voy a dejar una pequeña tarea y es simplemente leer acerca de la taxonomía de Bloom. Si usted se fija, nosotros tenemos en este caso create, evaluate, analyze, apply, understand y remember. De todos los verbos que hay acá, ¿cuál creen ustedes en el que yo estoy en desacuerdo? A ver si ya me conocieron. Ajá. Create, evaluate, analyze, apply, understand, remember.
Understand.
No, porque es bueno que ellos entiendan. ¿Cuál es el que yo podría? ¿Usted cree que la teacher, este es el que a ella no le parece? ¿Y por qué, teacher? ¿Cuál creen ustedes?
Remember.
Exacto. Remember es memorizar. Obviamente yo siempre les he dicho a mis alumnos, el inglés no es para memorizar. Y la única tarea que le va a quedar para el día viernes es estudiar cuál es la taxonomía de Bloom, pero les voy a mandar un link al chat de Zoom ahorita. Trate la manera de copiarlo porque terminando la clase se pierde el link. Cópielo, guárdelo, no sé. Teacher, ¿qué vamos a hacer con ese link el día viernes? Ya antes para que ustedes se vayan de vacaciones y que de ahí ustedes ya nos veamos allá por septiembre, ya cuando nos veamos en clases. En ese video, el video es acerca de una niña que estudia aquí en El Salvador y ustedes van a ver el proceso de la niña, lo que ella hace, etcétera, quienes le ayudan, etcétera. Entonces, anote lo siguiente. En base a las necesidades de la alumna, yo quiero que usted me cree un objetivo general y dos objetivos específicos. En base a el tema que usted quiera, elija un tema X aplicado a aplicado a bachillerato, perdón. Elija un tema de bachillerato y usted haga como que le va a enseñar ese tema a Lupita, pero quiero que solamente me haga un objetivo general y dos objetivos específicos utilizando los verbos de la taxonomía de Bloom. Teacher, yo sí quiero ocupar remember, vaya, métalo pues. Si usted quiere meter remember, pero déjeme constancia por qué va a utilizar ese verbo. ¿Me doy a entender? ¿Dudas o preguntas, señores? ¿Llevo otra clase después de ustedes? ¿Dudas o preguntas? 5, 4, 3, 2. Copien el link y si quieren mándenlo al grupo también si alguien puede, porque se nos va a perder. Ok, chicos, nos vemos el día viernes a la tercera hora en este caso. Y recuerden, la única tarea que les queda, necesito que analicen la taxonomía de Bloom y que en base al video que ustedes van a ver, escríbanme, por favor, créenme un objetivo general y dos objetivos específicos para enseñarle un tema de bachillerato a la niña que sale ahí en el video. Señores, un placer. Nos vemos el viernes, pero en práctica y tengan un feliz día. Bye, chicos.